On today's video, we have the case breakdown for the first wave of vintage collection that will hit on Triple Force Friday. We have more information about Luke's Red 5 X-Wing vintage collection vehicle. Ooh. We're gonna have a look at some Lego, some brilliant hot toys, an awesome custom, and we unbox this. All this and more coming up. Welcome to Usualmike Television Toy Showcase channel. Today on the show is some information about the vintage collection which came from Jedi Temple Archives, who found it via a user who found it in Spain. It's a long line of people. Anyway, the site in Spain who listed this on their site, the site is called SD Distributions, which, is that very good Espanol? Well, anyway, they listed the figures that were going to come out for Triple Force Friday, and they are as follows. I'll put the picture up on the screen. You see Rey, Knights of Ren, Poe Dameron, Zori Bliss, Sith Jet, Episode 9, and Luke Skywalker Episode 4. The Luke Skywalker Episode 4, I believe, will be possibly the X-Wing pilot Luke, because, as I said in the intro, the X-Wing is on the way. The case breakdown is 2 Sith jet troopers, which we saw in the preview, a couple of them, so they'll be in the box, as well as 2 Lukes, because obviously Luke is the face of Star Wars. You're gonna sell the heck out of those. So the rest are all just one, and that's what it'll be when you go to your department stores and go, ta-da, there they are on the shelf. That's what you're expecting. More Lukes and more of the Sith jump troopery fellas as well. I think they're jump troopers. They could be something. They'll call them something else. Anyway, on that note about the mix of vintage collection, I've had a lot of comments down below asking me about the movie line. Where's the movie line? Where's the Rise of Skywalker movie line? We haven't got any information about it yet. It may be coming. It may be so tightly held under wraps by Hasbro that we don't even know. But at the moment, it looks like all the Triple Force Friday characters, all Triple Force, meaning the 3, Rise of Skywalker, Jedi Fallen Order, and the Mandalorian, are all in the mix of the vintage collection, and also in the mix of the Black Series. And I don't even know about the other lines at the moment. So that's where they're going to be. It looks a little bit underwhelming. It's like, where are the rest of them? They're not going to give us characters that we haven't seen before. They'll show us characters that we know are going to be in the film, hence the Rey, the Kylos, and the Poe Damerons. But yeah, that case breakdown is possibly the only list of vintage collection figures we're going to get on October 4. You walk in your store, there they are. I'm skeptical because in my country, we have only ever got, when vintage collection returned, that wave 1 was the only thing ever sold in stores. So this is going to be in the shops. I'll be like shocked if I see that many vintage cards sitting there on the shelf. Oh, they're still there. Don't worry about that. If you go down to my local, you got a bunch of Snokes sitting there doing nothing. So these better sell. Like us collectors, we will buy it, but you'll get people who don't collect and want to look like they're cool by, oh, it's that time of year again when I buy action figures, and they walk in there and buy 1 or 2. You're hoping that the designs of these are going to be so good they'll fly off the shelf. That's the theory. And don't overproduce Wave 1, Hasbro. Do not do that. These ones, if they peg warm hard, we won't see Wave 2 or 3 or 4, and that's sad because we need to see the later waves because the collectors want to buy those. Alright, moving on to the next bit of news, we're going to talk about the rumor of the X-Wing on the way. Check that picture up from Yak Face. There it is. It's apparently on a container ship halfway across the Pacific on the way to the port of Los Angeles. Excellent stuff. Down the bottom, the finer details you can see there, it says quantity 320, and I thought 320,000, 320 million, or just 320, which would make it extremely rare. Still going to be $100 though, 100 US dollars. I know people gripe at that price, but remember this, we don't know how good it is. It could have electronics, it could have a pack-in figure, we don't know. But it might be massive. Paint apps could be up the yin yang on it and could be stellar. You can't gripe at the price until you see the final product, you know.
The Homer.
Next up, let's talk about Lego. Lego have a rumor of a Star Destroyer on the way, and this is massive. This is going to be humongous, like that Millennium Falcon, the $2,000 one. This one is going to be, well, it's not going to be as big, but there's 4,784 pieces. That's a Lego set, my friend. That is humongous. Retailing for $699.99 US. Ka-ching! Yes, indeed. It will be available in October. I don't know if it's October 4th, but the same month. Some things are coming out later in the month of October as well. I've seen things marked as October 22. Don't know why, just a couple of weeks behind. On its way. It'll probably be a Rogue One Star Destroyer too, because it'll have to be Disney. But just keep an eye on that. Hot Toys. The 6 scale figures. Return of the Jedi Leia. This looks beautiful. Her face is sculpted immaculately. This is wonderful to look at. I don't collect Hot Toys, but if you do, you might want this one for your collection, because it is fantastic looking. It is beautiful. I love it. And the Wicket, you can get that one as well. The little furry teddy bear, they did that so well. That looks fantastic. And the thing about this movie masterpiece one, you can buy the both of them together in like a set, and you get the Death Star Trooper helmet, the black one, and you get the Stormtrooper helmet, and you know, you can play the Ewok drums on it. Fantastic. You don't get full size ones, you get the ones that will fit for Wicket to play. Excellent. Very pricey, coming soon later in the year. Next up is a custom I'd like to show you. This is from Wampa Patrol on Instagram. Solo, a Star Wars Story 2, or Solo 2 actually. This is created and it looks amazing. Imperial Outpost playset. It is a custom, by the way. You're just looking at something that someone's envisioned in their brain, and Hasbro should get on it straight away. Includes an AT-DT vehicle, the bunker with a radar dish, 12 Imperial figures, and an exclusive Sergeant Veers. This is lit. This is a fantastic looking playset. If this was ever in existence, everyone would buy the heck out of it. It is terrific. Thank you for putting that on Instagram. I'm glad to share it with all the people watching this video. Instagram user The Self-Esteem Train had the list that we're going to get for Triple Force Friday. Check this out. A little bit underwhelming because there's no movie line mentioned in it, but they're the figures that we're going to get. If you think there's not enough Rise of Skywalker stuff in there, remember we're going to get more of the later characters, the ones we don't know much about, later on as action figures, more than likely. Very cool. Now, the unboxing. I filmed this episode without turning my microphone on, so I have already opened. First up, I want to talk about who it came from, Goodies Toys. Now, in a previous video, I said this: if you Aussies want your Palpatine like now, and not when it comes out October 4 or something, I'm going to chuck a link down to his video and he will let you know in it where to get it from. Goodies Toys. Now, as you see, I did the Goodies Toys out to the side. I was not being disrespectful. I wanted people to go to Sci-Fi's video to find out more about Goodies Toys. Goodies Toys is an online store on eBay. Great stuff. Some of the best stuff out there for Star Wars collectors to get. I'll leave a link down below. So Goodies Toys has kindly sent me this today. And because I've filmed already, I've already unboxed it and everything. So let me tell you, there was a figure in here. And it was packed really, really well. First up, Salacious Big Crumb. Look at that little guy. Straight into Jabba's palace. Fantastic. So he's got a home already right back there. And then, for Jabba, I've got all the little bits and bobs that go the hookah. Hookah. Is that what it's called? The smoky thingy? Yeah. And you get a little thing that goes around. Look at that shackle there around her neck. Pretty good. Yeah. So much goodness. Don't they get that in shot? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, very good. Thank you. So I'll read the note. I got a note in this one. It says, "Hey Mike, thanks for your YouTube vids. I found the big fella in Target store for 20 bucks whilst on the hunt for Star Wars figures and thought of you. Also a little something for your Jabba's playset. Cheers from all at Goodies Toys. Goodies Toy, thank you very much. And what was in this box? You wouldn't believe it. It wasn't Star Wars. It was something else I love very, very much. WWE. And I have NXT superstar and chase figure, Alexander Wolf. Excellent. If you don't know about him, he's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be German, but I don't know. I reckon he's British, but he may be German. This has the True Effects marking on the box. You guys in the Star Wars community don't know about this. This is what Mattel are doing. What Star Wars is doing is called photoreal tech with paint apps. Same sort of thing. They scan the faces or scan a photograph of that face and then properly apply the paint apps. Very cool. First time in the line, interchangeable hands. Oh, brilliant. I love it. Thank you very much, Goodies Toys. Also, I went to a local convention, like a little tiny Comic-Con, like a very, very small one. And my affiliate, Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles, was there. And I'm going, hey, there was the boss, Jeff. Shook the hand. You know, I met him before, but now I'm meeting him for the second time. And he was selling some fantastic stuff. And I really, really wish I had my phone out to film the stuff that he had. It's brilliant. And he had the computer running and my face is on it, doing my videos. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, people are gathered around buying all the stuff. And I, while I was there, bought myself this. Ooh, the layer. I really wanted this one. This is from Wave 5A. In a star case. And the Han Solo Echo Base. Oh, let's get the reflection on that. So I thought I'd show these because it's a Star Wars video and you were like, well, WWE, what do I want to see that for? So just in case, I had some backup to show you guys some vintage collection stuff. In this line is also Darth Vader and Luke. It is the repacks of VCO3, VCO2, so early, if you didn't get them back then, they look incredible. If you want these, Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles, check him out today, link in the description down below. Thank you everyone for all your generosity. I love getting gifts off you guys. I do not force you to send me things, but if you want to, as you know, the fan mail's there for you. You don't have to send me figures too. Like, you send me a postcard if you really, really want to from the other side of the world. I just love hearing from the fans. I got a little bit of criticism about how much fan mail I get. I am sorry. I don't force you to send me anything. You please yourself. If you don't want to watch my videos, don't watch my videos, but I love you guys. You guys are the best fans a YouTuber can have. I know I've done a big row of news videos, but I hopefully can do something a little bit different in the next video. Stay tuned for that. Awesome. As I said before, my affiliate, Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles. For all your Star Wars, Marvel, DC and sci-fi needs, check him out today. Link in the description down below. He's still got that convention exclusive Spider Legs Darth Maul if you want to get your hands on that. Brilliant. It's such a good piece. I saw it there at that convention and I was like, wow. Awesome, someone's gonna get that for a decent price. Also, if you're interested, I've got some merch. Check out my shirts. If you like one of the designs you see, link in the description down below. Buying from the Redbubble store helps out the channel, so thank you guys very, very much. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Usualmike30 or on Instagram at Usualmike.television. And if you want to send some fan mail, it's Usualmike Television, PO Box 957, Lismore, New South Wales 2480, Australia. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap the little bell for notifications, slap a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. All the best.